So if you're thinking of moving to Portland, Oregon, you are in the right place. In this video, I'm gonna give you a local's perspective of the city and show you what several different neighborhoods have to offer, including some insights and perspectives that you won't get anywhere else. It's a beautiful day, so let's go enjoy it together. If you're new to the channel, my name is Matt and I'm making videos each and every week about what it's like to live in Portland, Oregon. Additionally, I am a licensed real estate agent and I am dedicated to helping people just like you make their move to Portland. And I'm the only agent that's getting out there every single week, showing you all the different neighborhoods and going inside of active current listings, just like this one. So if you are looking to buy your dream home, make sure you call, make sure you text, make sure you send me an email, or just scan the QR code here on the screen to book a one-on-one video call with me, and we will talk soon about your move to Portland. So we're starting off today's video in the wonderful neighborhood of Multnomah Village, and I am standing here on the corner of Southwest Capitol Highway and 35th. And so if you go down 35th this way, just about 2 minutes, that will lead you to where our first listing of the video is, but I just wanted to show you first what this neighborhood really looks like. And so it's just this very quaint, walkable little village with some really nice high-end dining, and you've got a lot of different shops, some cool like flower and plant stores, and then you've also got this restaurant, you've got Fat City Cafe, you've got this pretty legendary toy store, Bishop Barbershop, Taste Bud Pizza, Village Coffee Company. There's some other restaurants up and down this way. There's a couple antique shops. It's got a bus line that takes you right here. You got this niche stores like this where there's like a picture frame and gallery, and it's just a really lovely place to walk around. You might recognize this area because I've taken you here before. I mean, there's a bookstore, all sorts of stuff that you can get done here on foot in the Multnomah Village area. And it's just one of those neighborhoods where you've got a super walkable, quaint area like this. Look at all these outdoor seating areas. Yalla, this is a pretty high-end restaurant. There's just so much you can do in this little part of town. And then if you go to either side, it becomes very suburban-like. And so if you're someone that likes to live in an area that is super quiet and peaceful and tranquil, but you also want to have easy access to amenities just like this, Multnomah Village is a really great area to achieve that. We're only about 10 minutes from downtown Portland. It's very easy to get over to the east side of town, which we are going to do, by the way, later in the video. I'm gonna show you another home that is beautiful new construction just over on the east side, about 15 minutes from here. But as you can see, even just walking one block up, the vibe starts to change quite a bit. But in an effort to show you how this neighborhood combines city life and nature, just before we go pop over to this first listing, I'm going to take you to a 100-acre park that is just a few steps away from here. So if we just cruise right down this street that I was just walking down, you hit this cross street of 40th where the post office is, you make a right, you make a left, and then you found yourself at Gabriel Park. Now this is one of my favorite places to come and just kind of clear my head and be in nature. I exaggerated a little bit. It's not 100 acres. Gabriel Park is about 90 acres, but it's got so many different amenities within this park. You've got a baseball field. On the opposite side of the park, there's more baseball fields. There's tennis courts if you walk this way. There's an off-leash dog park area, and there are trails that take you right into the forest. And it also connects with the rest of the greater Southwest Portland trail system, which I'll show you other parts of it a little bit later in the video. We're gonna go check out another park, not the first, not the second, but the third largest park in Portland. We'll be hitting up later in the video. And this one is just a good example of a lovely park right here in the middle of Multnomah Village. This park is, like I said, 90 acres. It's got trails. It also has on the north side of the park one of the most awesome children's play areas. I happen to live in this neighborhood, so my kids absolutely love going to that play area. You've got this huge community garden and a fully fenced off-leash dog park area. And as you can see, it butts up right into the forest here, which I'll go show you a little bit of now. I mean, how many other places can you live in and have access to nature just like this and only be a very short walk or an even shorter drive to everything else you need in the city? But this is just such a nice little getaway. Old growth trees, dirt trails that you can walk on. You got some inclines, you can get some exercise in. There's multiple trails, you know, here's a trail intersection right here. You can go off that way, or you can go down this way and see a peaceful little stream flowing right here through the neighborhood park. And I don't know what's going on, but there are a ton of crows up there. Can you guys hear that? And if you keep walking this way, jeez. And if you keep walking this way, that's where you'll find the tennis courts, the pickleball courts, the children's play area, more baseball fields. But now it's time to head over to the residential area of Multnomah Village, and we'll take a look at this first listing of the video. Now, as we approach this listing, you'll kind of see what I mean about how this neighborhood sort of combines a mixture between quiet suburban living as well as city life with all those amenities I was just showing you. You know, you've got streets like this where it's kind of gently sloping hillsides and relatively moderately trafficked streets and homes up and down. Not exactly complete sidewalk systems, though you've got some properties that have sidewalks in front of them. And right here is this first listing that we're going to be taking a look at. It is a really cute craftsman bungalow. This is going to be in a price range that is going to be suitable for a lot of people. This sits right in the price range of the median home price here for all of Portland, which of course is significantly lower than most other big cities on the West Coast. We are nestled in between that wonderful park I just showed you, Gabriel Park, as well as the downtown area of Multnomah Village just over this hill. This location specifically combines those two factors of Portland that people are really looking for, which is that combination of nature and walkability and amenities. This house really combines it in a way that is probably going to be suitable for a lot of families and all sorts of different types of people. Later on in the video, we're gonna be looking at a totally different listing, also here in the Southwest, that combines both of those factors in a totally different way. And I want you to be the judge and let me know what you think is most suitable for your lifestyle, or whether or not you would wanna have that type of lifestyle. So let's go in. Of course, I am going to show you this whole house and I'm going to tell you what the list price is. But first, as you know, we gotta go see it. Now, before we go in here, I am just going to warn you that this house needs a little bit of love. It could use some updates. There's maybe some maintenance things that might wanna be looked at. But overall, this is a great opportunity. So you got 4 little steps to come down here, and you've got this nice little yard space with a tree that's gonna be in full bloom soon here. You got some garden beds, and looking around, it's just got that classic architecture, that classic bungalow feel. The roof looks a little old. Might need, should have some life in it, hopefully, but you never know. There's a little cool owl for you. And looking around at the Exterior paint looks okay. There's some spots like that right there where there's some exposed wood on the siding, and you don't want to have that. You don't want it for appraisals. You don't really want it just in general. Oh, right here, I'm noticing a pretty good vertical crack in the foundation. And here's a look at the backyard. Definitely a little worn around the edges. So when you come in right here, you've got some nice original hardwood floors and this big open living area. And this can be used as a dining area or living room space, but really nice looking hardwood floors. And so first you go in and you've got this kind of curved little hallway here, and your first bathroom is here. You got a bedroom here. You've got a bedroom here. And then your kitchen. And so I've been told that this is going to be replaced, but this whole layout of the kitchen is definitely pretty funky. It doesn't feel like it flows super nicely. But you guys tell me, what do you think? Could you live in a kitchen like this? Now, if you're dying to see something a little bit more upscale, here's a little sneak peek of what's to come. It does have this really cool outdoor space. So this opens up into this little covered deck area, and looks like there's a little bit of dry rot in the deck, but it overall feels pretty stable. Nice little yard space. And it's a very overall quiet neighborhood. Up here, you've got a super spacious finished attic space. Make it nice and cozy up here. You put some carpet. This could be a whole separate bedroom. But now let's go back downstairs and have a peek at the basement and see what we find. So down here, we have our unfinished basement. And unlike some of the other listings I've shown recently, like if you saw my last video, I thought that there was a lot of clearance, but down here, not too much clearance. But over here, I am seeing a fair amount of moisture coming in here. So the foundation, I'm not sure what's going on there. You've got a full bathroom down here. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It is currently listed on the market for $597,000. If I'm being completely transparent with you, my lovely viewers, I think I might be able to get you a better deal on it. So reach out. I make videos every week just like this for you, my YouTube viewers, but I also make videos like this all the time for my clients. So if you're looking to buy a house and you can't exactly make it into town for showings, we will go in to every listing that you're interested in. Just reach out at the number on the screen. But real quick, before we moved on, if that busy street doesn't really work for you, take a look at this street. This is just off of that slightly busy street, and you've got a lot more quiet residential feel. And so again, we are only about a 5-minute walk or so from that downtown Multnomah Village area. You've got some wonderful houses. You've got newer builds like this, and you've got new builds like this, and you've got old classic bungalows like the one we just saw, or this one. So this neighborhood definitely combines that quiet suburban feel with the city vibes like really no other neighborhood in Portland. But now let's move on. We're gonna hop over the river to the east side. Now we are over here on the east side in Southeast Portland, and we're about a 5-minute walk to this next listing that I'm gonna show you. This brand new construction listing, mind you, and it's got all sorts of really high-end finishes that I'm super excited to show you. But You know me, I gotta show you a little bit of the neighborhood before we pop into just some random house, right? Give you a little bit of context of where we are. So we're pretty much inner southeast, and this is not going to be the most walkable neighborhood of Portland, but you know how Portland does. There's still stuff to walk to, and check this out. Right here, we've got this spot here. Got some pizza and beer. Some more spots here. Cool little funky bar called Holy Ghost. And a little taste of the inside there. There's another few blocks of stuff to do right up here. Got this place here called Rad Magic Subs. It's like a vegan sandwich spot. You got this place here. It's like a little juice bar and a cafe. Nice place to chill and sit down and work. You got your salon right over there. A locally made jewelry, art store. There's this Mexican place here. There's a whole row of business, including one of my favorite sushi spots that I'm not gonna tell you the name because it's probably one of the best kept secrets in all of Portland. You got C Bar. You got another bar over there. If you go just about a 5-minute drive this way, you will be at Reed College, Division Street, with all of its shops and businesses. About a 3-minute drive that way. You are an easy 5-minute drive into downtown. There are numerous grocery stores, including New Seasons, Trader Joe's, Fred Meyer, Safeway, that are all within about a 5-minute drive or less. So overall, it's not the most walkable. You don't have a ton of amenities on both sides of the street, but you still got, you know, your little hood, and you can go find some cool bars and find your social scene, and even in a sort of like relatively quieter area of Southeast. And as we are approaching this listing, you'll notice that it is one of those neighborhoods that just has a combination of old and new and old and new. And here's where we'll be going. So here we are at this next spot. We are going to be looking at one of these incredible brand new construction homes. And as you can see, this location has its pros and cons. I've shown you a little bit of the neighborhood and some of the nearby amenities, but this is a pretty overall quiet street. But I don't know if you can see behind me, there is a train yard about 2 blocks that way. So if we just go like right over there, this is a big industrial train yard. But other than that, it is a very quiet street. These houses have tons of curb appeal, and we're going to be looking at one of them. And one of the most valuable traits about these units is that they have these separate entrances right here, and they're basically set up to be ADUs. So for those of you who are wanting to have multi-generational living, or you want to have a rental, you want to do a little bit of house hacking, this is a pretty cool opportunity to tap into that type of living. So these homes are right around 2,500 square feet. They total 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and we're gonna have to go in and see how they divide those up between the 2 units. You know better than anyone that I'm gonna tell you the price, but first, let's go in and have a look. So you got 3 of these here, 1, 2, 3, and 2 of them are still available at the time of making this video. We're gonna go in and look at this one here. And so right here is Unit B. We're gonna go in and see that in a minute, but first we're gonna go look at the main residence. And you've got this really spacious covered patio. This is a great place to sit and relax. This is gonna provide you a lot of shade, considering that this is north facing right here. And now let's go in. Your entryway, you have these stairs taking you up to the bedrooms. And on the main level, you have this really open living room, dining room, kitchen area. And I absolutely love the style and the luxurious feel of this home. Got the gas fireplace right there, and all of the really nice gold trim throughout the home. Really nice detail Lots of built-in cabinet space for decoration and storage. Quartz countertops, a lot of built-in appliances. And then you walk in here and you have a half bath with, again, maintaining the gold trim everywhere. A really good sized laundry room area off to the side of the living room. You've got a nice little sink here to use, and a pretty small but decent backyard space. And it looks like this is a gate that opens up right there so you can park your car off street. There's your massive air conditioning. And then we will go back through the main living room area and head upstairs to see the bedrooms. And right at the top of the stairs, you have your primary bedroom with tons of natural light coming in here. You have windows looking to the north, you have windows there looking to the east, and you have this huge walk-in closet, which, a little bit of foreshadowing, you're gonna see an even huger walk-in closet a little bit later in the video in the next listing. But here's the ensuite bathroom equipped with a very nice, deep, good-sized tub, nice vanity, really high-end stuff throughout here. And then you've got 2 more bedrooms, another bathroom right here with the same really high quality deep tub. Once again, really good vanity, gold trim. And then you got this bedroom, and then you got this bedroom. Now let's go check out the ADU space downstairs. So now to get to the other unit, you've got 2 more bedrooms down here, and incredibly spacious feeling home considering that it is a basement. So let's go look in here. And you have this other space in here that is fully equipped with everything you need. Really nice kitchen. I mean, there is a lot of room in here. Ice cream? Nope. Look at all the cabinet spaces, and look how high the ceilings are, even in this downstairs unit. Lots of storage space here. This can be pantry, closet, big open living room, very well set up with a good sized TV wall right there. You got a bedroom here, you got another bedroom here, so this is a 2-bedroom unit, washer, dryer, and your full bath. Not quite as big of a tub as the upstairs units, but still very nice. Doesn't have the same gold trim feel throughout, although there's a little bit of that. Your mini split for heating and cooling, and it's just pretty nice unit here. What I like about this lower unit is even this one has a nice little covered space to chill if you want to be outside, and it's private. And yeah, overall, this is a really, really cool opportunity. One of these is sale pending and the other 2 are still available. So with all that said, you're looking at $879,000 for these incredible 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, split into 2 units. So again, multi-generational living. You could probably rent that downstairs 2-bedroom unit out for, I don't know, $1,800 to $2,000, or you could just use it for guests, Airbnb it. And here's what I want you to do is leave a comment. I love it when you guys interact with these videos and engage, and I want to hear from you. And I've noticed that you guys have been just a little bit quiet lately. Some of you aren't leaving comments, and it's okay. I understand, because I look at my analytics and I see that most of you are watching from your TV. It's a little bit difficult to leave a comment when you're watching on TV. However, I assume that you got your phone sitting there right next to you. So pick up your phone, shoot me a text, send me your name, and let me know when you're thinking of moving to Portland. And let me know what you think of these videos, and I really appreciate hearing from you guys. It's why I make these videos in the first place. I love it when you guys reach out. Hit me up at the number on the screen, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So now that we've seen a little bit on the east side, we are going to pop back over to the west side, and I am going to show you a listing that is going to completely blow your mind. So let's go over there. Now, as I was driving up to this final incredible listing, I just wanted to take a quick pit stop to show you just how beautiful of a city we live in here. I mean, look at how beautiful this place is, right? You've got views looking out at the Willamette River. That bridge off in the distance there is the Selwood Bridge. You've got this little park here for the kids. That's one thing that I absolutely love about this city that I didn't fully appreciate until I actually was living here, is just the natural beauty of it all. And you could just be coming around a turn and all of a sudden, bam, you see Mount Hood off in the distance, and you're just like reminded of just how special of a place this is geographically when it comes to its natural beauty. And we're just getting into early March and we're seeing incredible signs of spring. And what I'm referring to are cherry blossoms. It's that time of year where we start to see the cherry blossoms come out. But again, we're looking out to the west here. You can just see incredible views of the city, and it just never ever gets old. And right there, just like, it's exactly what I'm talking about. There's Mount Hood. You can't really see it perfectly because it's a little bit eclipsed by some clouds that are surrounding it, but wow, this is just such a beautiful day. Now here's a look at the neighborhood as we're approaching the listing. You got tons of trees and hills and hiking trails that weave in and out of these homes. And you've got just some incredible properties here. As you can see, there are just stunning homes looking up the hill and looking down the hill, and we're just immersed in the forest here. And we are just super close to Council Crest Park, which is that area that I took you to in the last video. But you know, these hills are a pretty stark contrast to almost any other neighborhood here in Portland. This hill would be really cool for some skiing when we get winter weather, that's for sure. Now we are here in the Southwest Hills neighborhood, and one of the unique things about this part of the neighborhood that you might notice is that there are sidewalks throughout the neighborhood here and some absolutely incredible homes. We are about as high in elevation as you can get in Portland, right around 800 to 1,000 feet in elevation. And the homes here are just incredible. This one that we're about to go see is on a private drive. I'm gonna show you what it looks like to walk down the driveway to give you the full effect, but we are nestled in between two really incredible parks. Number one, Council Crest Park, which if you saw the last video, I took you there and you can see panoramic views all around the entire city. And then there's also Markham Nature Area, which is the third largest park in all of Portland. And so if you are someone who loves that tranquil environment, being in nature, and you can afford to spend a good chunk of change on a home, this is the neighborhood for you. And this next house is going to completely blow your mind. Now, real quick, I did want to just show you this Markham Nature Area Park. This is, again, the third largest park in Portland. And you might think that I'm just like deep in the forest, but the road is right there. And you've got houses that pretty much surround this whole area and trails to walk around in. And we are just below, if you look, you could almost see the next listing. It's up there, just about a 3-minute drive from here, or you could hike up there, but you've got just this huge nature area that this entire neighborhood is built in. And so that's one of the key differences that you need to understand about living in these Southwest Hills, Northwest Hills areas, is that you might not have direct access to some of the amenities, like if you wanted to walk to a coffee shop or if you wanted to pop into a restaurant and not have to drive. That is not really going to be the lifestyle that you're gonna have when you're living in a neighborhood like this. Instead, you're gonna have direct access to nature, and you might have to drive a short drive. Like for example, we're about a less than 10-minute drive to that other neighborhood of Multnomah Village that we were in earlier in the video. But the trade-off is that you get to live in a place like this. How cool is that? These hilly areas, they're kind of the best of both worlds. They're close enough to the rest of the city that you can enjoy it pretty easily. You will most likely need to drive unless you're just trying to hike everywhere. And you get to have this incredible nature. Again, this is the Markham Nature Park, incredible area, trails throughout. There's miles and miles of trails here. This park is over 200 acres. It's got miles of trails that connect into Council Crest Park. It connects into Washington Park and Forest Park. So it is part of a greater trail system here in the west side of Portland. With all of that said, I think it's time to go check out this next listing. As we're going through the listing, try to imagine what the price is and see how it aligns with the actual price, which I'll tell you at the end of the tour. Let me just show you this driveway. I'm about to walk down into this private drive for the house, and it's got panoramic views. So this is just turning down the street that I was just standing on, and that house right there is the one that we're gonna pop into, and you can see right beyond it just the views going on for miles and miles and miles. And all the houses here are basically just built into the hills here. It's so nicely forested. All the neighboring homes are incredibly well maintained. I mean, look at this house. This is a complete stunner. And this one down there, all of these homes are just absolutely incredible. But this one is what we're going into today. It's got such an exclusive, amazing feel. Listen to how quiet it is. And this is a totally private street. You would have no through traffic except for your neighbors. All right, so before we go in, there are three things that really stand out to me about this house. First of all, the views are absolutely insane on all levels of the home. You're gonna see that in a minute. Secondly, the rooms are spacious. If you're someone who likes to have a lot of room in your house, you're gonna wanna see this. And third, there are some really hot features, if you know what I mean. So let's get in there. So first, just gotta appreciate the construction, the look, the aesthetic of this house. It's got some nice, I think these are gonna be Japanese maple. One thing that I do notice is there's a good amount of moss on the roof, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the roof is in bad shape. Maybe it just needs a good cleaning. It also could mean that there's a little bit of deferred maintenance, I'm not sure. But there are so many positives about this house. And the first thing you might notice is this fantastic 3-car garage. Again, this incredibly quiet street that we are on, surrounded by several other incredible, beautiful homes. But heading into the entryway, you're looking at this grand entryway with these massive hardwood doors. And right when you walk in, you have a lot of options here. You can head upstairs, you can head downstairs, you can head into this living room area, or you could head into the kitchen. And so let's start off by making a right-hand turn. And you got this little hallway here, and that leads into a pretty large, very spacious half bathroom with the luxurious sink, beautiful finishes throughout. This home was built in the early 2000s, so You might feel that from the coloring of the wood and all of the trim throughout this home. Definitely has that early 2000s aesthetic to it, but look at this insane window looking out towards the rest of the city of Portland. And this is looking out to the east, and you've got forest views, you've got city views. It's just pretty amazing. And then you've got your gas fireplace, and this goes into your laundry room, a little closet coming out of the garage. Super spacious garage. And then we will head into the kitchen, but not without noticing this incredible built-in cabinet drawer system. You can put a lot of storage here, and I think that you could probably use this as a dining area. This is, I'm assuming, why you've got such a low light here, and this is going to be a dining area, which leads into a patio that we'll check out in a second. But here we have the kitchen. And a little bit of foreshadowing, this is not the only kitchen in this house, but this is another dining area that is, once again, looking out into these incredible views. Very high ceilings, incredible design of the island with all of this countertop space. Lots of natural light, so much storage, and you've got this super stylish built-in fridge freezer system. Super sleek design that blends in with the rest of the cabinetry. We can't come in here without going outside and appreciating the view, right? So this is just incredible. Who wouldn't want to live here? You can just barely see Mount Hood. It's a little bit obscured by some clouds off in the distance, but this is an incredible view of the city. We're looking at downtown Portland right here, and then beyond to the east side. Amazing view. Of course, we gotta go see the rest of this house, so let's go. So we've pretty much covered this main level, so we could either go upstairs or downstairs. We're gonna start off going downstairs because down here we have some mind-blowingly high ceilings for a lower level. And here we have another kitchen sort of area. We don't have a stove, but you've got massive countertop spaces. You've got a dishwasher, you've got a microwave, and you've got the views. This could be sort of a living room area, a secondary living space, super high ceilings, and it's even got a wine cellar for all you fancy wine drinkers. What do you think of that? But then over here, we've got a full bathroom with some satisfying feeling tile on the floor, and a bedroom, and another bedroom. Again, this house feels even bigger than it already is because of how high these ceilings are. It's pretty crazy. And another bedroom with a full bath with even more satisfying stonework on the flooring. Even from the lower levels, you've got these beautiful views off to the city and looking into the forest. Full walk-in closet, even for these, you know, little downstairs bedrooms. And so now we gotta make the trek all the way back upstairs, because what you're gonna see up there is the best to come. So up here we've got this wonderful massive window with lots of natural light. You can actually see the top of Council Crest Park. And then you walk in here to one of the most massive and well-lit primary bedrooms. You've got the panoramic views, huge, almost floor-to-ceiling windows, looking out over the city. And you've got this patio that is heated. You've got some built-in deck heating, so you can sit out here on those freezing cold winter nights and still be cozy. Gas fireplace, and then that goes into this insane primary bathroom. This primary bathroom is bigger than some houses I've shown you, I believe. You've got this private toilet room. You got a sink here. You got your bathtub with a heated towel rack. So that's one of the hot features I was telling you about. Huge shower. Look at this shower. You got the shower head there and there and there. Pretty crazy. And hot feature number 2, we are equipped with a sauna. This whole bathroom is basically like a spa. You've got another sink here, another private toilet here, and one of the biggest walk-in closets I think I've ever seen. I mean, this could be a bedroom. Not really, but so much storage space here. And then there's one more hot feature, if you catch my drift. Right out here, we have a hot tub that overlooks this great city of Portland that you are going to be living in soon. But there's still more, so let's go to the other side of this level. If we walk all the way through this master suite, but then it opens up into this really nice study, cool box beam ceiling design, and then yet again another patio looking out over the city. This might be one of the best views in the house though, slightly better than the rest. And so the list price on this incredible 5,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home is $1.95 million. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. As always, get in touch if you need anything regarding your move to Portland. And if you want to keep watching videos like this, click right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you over there.